mother and father in Surah At-Tawbah. Ayah, you do not guide those who you love. Allah guides who He wants. Showing them He wasn't guided. As for his mother and father in Surah At-Tawbah, there is an ayat where Allah Ta'ala mentioned in it, مَا كَانَ لِلنَّبِيِّ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَنْ يَسْتَغْفِرُوا لِلْمُشْرِكِينَ بَعْدَمَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُمْ أَنَّهُمْ أَصْحَابُ الْجَحِيمِ ما كان للنبي والذين آمنوا يستغفروا للمشركين ولو كانوا أولو القربى من بعد ما تبين لهم أنهم أصحاب الجحيم. It is not befitting for the Nabi and those who believe to ask Allah to forgive the mushrikeen, even if they're their close relatives, after it has become clear that they're from the Ashab al-Nar because of their shirk. This ayah was revealed because of the Prophet's mother sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He went to Mecca. He went to Mecca to conquer Mecca. Companions saw him at a grave. He was crying. He said, Ya Rasulullah, why are you crying? He said, I asked Allah to allow me to visit my mother's grave here in Mecca, and He allowed me. And then I asked Allah to allow me to forgive her. I asked Allah to forgive her, put in Jannah. And Allah didn't allow it. So he was crying. As you say, Muslim. In the Sunan of Al-Imam Abu Dawood, the man came and said, Ya Rasulullah, where is my father? He said, your father's in the hellfire. The man turned around, he was crying and walked away. He said, Ala Rislik, hold on. Inna abaka wa abi finna. Your father and my father are in the hellfire. When the man heard that the Prophet's father was in the hellfire as well, he started smiling and he walked away. As if to say,
you saw this. He has referred to two hadiths. One, he states that once a person came and asked Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, where is my father? And he says, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, your father and my father are in the hellfire. First of all, there are kalam on this hadith about the narrator. That narrator has added some words in the same hadith chain from the other chains. This particular word that inna abi wa abaka, my father is also in hellfire, this word does not exist. And even if it exists, the Mufassirin, the Muhaddisin states, this is not applicable to Sayyiduna Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Why? Because the parents of our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam left this world before he announced his prophethood. And the father of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam left this world even before the birth of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they lived in that particular time where there was no Rasul for them to follow a Rasul. And it is also a law. The people of Fatrah, the people where there is no Rasul, if they believe in oneness of Allah, they are called as believers. And the name, Sayyidah Amina, the name itself shows she was a believer. Abdullah, the name itself shows he was the slave of Allah. It shows, that name itself shows that they were believers. And my dear brothers, our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated in a hadith that among the acts, the sins of the people of Jahiliyyah, which was mostly zina, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated, my parents, they are the best of the families, and my parents never committed such acts which was popular, which was famously done in the time of Jahiliyyah. Our Nabi himself cleared this, that my parents, they did not commit any such that kind of sins, subhanallah, and these people are attributing to be a kafir, to be in the hellfire. And also Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated in another hadith that my father is best among all your fathers, subhanallah. So as in light of Quran, if he was a kafir, ma'azallah, can our Nabi state that he was the best among the fathers of all of you? My father is the best. Can Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam state that my parents never committed sins during the time of Jahiliyyah? They were protected by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. So first of all, this hadith has to be interpreted that this may refer to Abu Lahab or Abu Talib, not for the father of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if we take this particular hadith that it refers to Sayyiduna Abdullah, then what about all those hadiths which was mentioned here? What about all those verses which was mentioned here? Can we reject all these verses of the Quran? Can we reject all these hadiths of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam just for the sake of this hadith? As I stated, if there is a hadith, ahad, which attributes a sin towards a Nabi, it is a must to reject the narrator. It is easy to reject the narrator than saying a Nabi has committed a sin. Subhanallah. How clear this is. We cannot reject all these hadiths and verses. And the other hadith which he refers, that once Nabi Kareem sallallahu